Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic. I'm back with another Wednesday comic book pull list video. Every Wednesday I make the trip to my comic book store, which really is only 5 minutes down the road, to be honest. Pick up my comic books that I've got on my pull list and maybe add a few more if I'm feeling a little bit naughty, and then I'll let you know what I picked up and how I've been feeling about them of late. Before I show you my stack of 7 books this week, just to say there has not been any new videos of late since the last Wednesday comic book video. So from now until probably Sunday at some point I will put up my 5 favourites of March. I do a monthly review video now where I pick out my 5 favourite books, and I try and pick 5 books just to give like a kind of honourable mention that I've kind of had fun with but didn't quite exceed my expectations. I've got to say 2016 hasn't really fired me up with comic books of late. There hasn't been anything that's just made me go absolutely wow or continued on with that excitement. There's been a lot going on. I'm just a bit blah about it all, to be honest. There are still some fantastic books I'm reading. I'm enjoying what I'm picking up, and I'm waiting for some good books to come out, i.e. Moon Knight and The Punisher, but they're a couple of weeks, if not more, off yet. So it's been a strange old start to 2016, it has to be said. Now, also, if you're new to my channel and you subscribed to me in the last 7 days, you're about to get a shout out. Thank you very much to all the people that subscribed to me over the last 7 days. Those people were, we've got Jesus the Rocker, Stephen Fraser, James and M. Palmer, John Wilson, D. Grayson Plays, Charles O'Byrne, Matt J., and Pilgrim Cobra. Now, none of these people have been putting out regular videos, so there'll be no links to their channels in the description bar below. If you do subscribe to my channel and you do regularly put out video uploads, I will put a link to your channel in the description bar below, as well as give you a shout out. But for now, thank you to those guys and girls who managed to hit that subscribe button, because they must have seen something they liked and wanted to see it again and again and again and again. I know a few people that have been subscribing to me have been watching a lot of my old stuff, especially the Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection reviews that I used to do. They are being reissued over here in the UK again, so it's starting off at whatever issue, because they kind of didn't do it all in order. So I think that's brought some people who have been searching for, you know, reviews and stuff of those. So I'm kind of getting hits back on those videos, which is great stuff. Also remember, you know, just to comment on there, I still get notifications that comments are being made on old videos, and as and when I can, I'll catch up and reply to you. Now, the comic books. We've spent 3.5 minutes without seeing a single comic book. Let's get on with it. I'm going to start with the indies this week. And we have Rich Tomasi's issue number 7 of Dark Corridor, and this says series finale on it. This unfortunately is the very last issue. Rich isn't making any more of these, and he explains why. Basically it's all down to numbers. Not enough of you out there were getting this very cool kind of underground artistic vibe to a crime noir story that was kind of sort of Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs in nature, in that there were like storylines that didn't appear to be connected, but they were all kind of intertwining as they went along. This has been a great story, and it's a shame more people didn't get excited about this book. I don't know whether it was just kind of the art style, which is a lot different to what is being put out of late, but I really enjoyed it. Cracking book. If you did miss out on this and what I'm saying kind of floats your boat, pick it up in trade, give it that last burst of energy, put some pennies, put your dollars, your cents into Rich Tomasi's pocket, because the guy needs it to make some new books. So unfortunately, last one. Issue 21 of James Tinney and the Fourth's The Woods. It's just been a fun read. Sci-fi, abducted children from Earth to a different planet, lots of kind of green, scary-eyed people, big battles, big war, lots of kids in danger. It's been fun. I've had a flick through this issue. I don't know whether it's if they're using a different stock of paper, but it looks a little different, though the same artists and colourists are being used in this book. So I just think it might be the paper that they're using that makes it look a little bit different and not as bright and exuberant as it usually is, which is strange. However, you know, I'm waiting for the story. We'll see how it goes. But I've been enjoying The Woods. On to DC, and I've got issue number 4 of Len Wein's return to Swamp Thing. A very cool, nostalgic feel to this book, totally ignoring Snyder and Charles Soule's run that we've just seen in the New 52, and just going back to, you know, the old days of almost going back to the EC horror roots. Just a great fun book. Again, the nostalgic feel really turns me on. There is a solid story in there. It feels very 70s, where in the kind of way that the writer kind of over-explained a lot of things, was very descriptive in the kind of the paneling, but I love that stuff, and the artwork. Who's doing the art on this? Of course, Kelly Jones. A bit of a subdued Kelly Jones, I feel, but still great fun, and he really suits this kind of book, and it's kind of I was going to say awkward style, but that's wrong. That's not really what I wanted to say. The unusual style of Kelly Jones really suits this book, so good stuff. Issue 11 of one of my favourite DC books. It's Midnighter, and as the title says, Apollo returns. For those of you who aren't familiar with the kind of history of Midnighter, Apollo was Midnighter's boyfriend. They were like the super gay couple, the hot gay couple of the Authority. Obviously they kind of parted ways, and well, he's back. Let's see what he's got. Are we going to see them reunited? Midnighter has just been such a great title, and I bet not even half as many people are reading this as should be. I am very worried that this title will go the way of a lot of other of the kind of the lower characters, the not so well known characters in the DC universe, because it's been flooded with so many kind of Batman and Superman titles, and trying to make Wonder Woman work every time and failing every time. And of course we've got Rebirth coming up, which kind of brings me to my last DC book, which is Batman Detective 51. I haven't really got a lot to say about it, apart from I've made the decision that when Rebirth happens, Batman is no more on my pull list. Detective Comics, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride, more lows than highs for me, but I kind of stuck it out, and I'm going to stick it out until the last issue before it goes back to its original numbering. I believe this is the one that's doing that. But there just doesn't seem to be anything there for me anymore. To be fair, the DC New 52 brought me into reading Batman in singles. Before the New 52, it was very, very rare to see me with an ongoing Batman title on my pull list. I gave Batman and Robin a chance when Dick Grayson took on the cowl. I picked up the whole series of that. I gave a few of the other titles, Batman and Robin, when Bruce Wayne came back from being thrown back in time and making it back to the present. I gave that, but that kind of finish me off on the Batman. And then the New 52 came along and thought, right, Batman, Detective Comics, issue number 1, let's give it a go. There's no mistaking that Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's run on Batman has been really, really great. It has some fine storytelling moments. Greg Capullo's art, I've always been a fan from way back in the day when I was collecting Spawn, but I don't see those heights coming from a bi-weekly book that's going to struggle after so many issues and having so many artists on and probably so many writers. And I just think it's going to be it's not going to be a hot mess, it's going to be a skanky smelly mess. I'm sorry. On to Marvel. I thought I would give Mark Waid and Chris Samney's Black Widow issue number 2 a go. I think I tweeted out in the first issue of this, a big kind of action chase does not make me want to pick up and put it on my pull list. As fun as the first issue was, there wasn't enough for me to go, wow, this is absolutely, you know, top-notch Mark Waid, Chris Samney stuff. Because I hadn't a clue really what was going on, apart from this great chase scene was going on. So hopefully issue 2 will flesh Black Widow out a little bit more story-wise, and what exactly she has stolen, and why S.H.I.E.L.D. is so ready to bring her down all of a sudden. We'll see. But they did a great job on Daredevil. I don't see them really messing this up very much. Let's give it a go. Finally, and also from Marvel, it is issue number 8 of the Uncanny Avengers. They're still standing off this weird, kind of subtle, low-key event that's going on in Marvel at the moment that I don't really get. There's some sort of, I don't know, secret prison that no one really thinks it's a prison, or they don't know they're in a prison. It's full of villains. I don't know. I don't get it. It's a bit strange. I'm obviously going to get more of it, and I'm still not going to understand any of it because I'm not collecting all the other titles surrounding it. What I did want to show in here is they've got a little a little insert, and very excited for that. Yes, The Punisher is back, issue 1, written by Beckon Clunan with art by Steve Dillon, Declan Shalvey doing the covers. And then on the other side, and this was more just, I don't know, I'm liking the new Squadron Supreme series, and they do seem to be giving all the characters their own series. We've already had a Hyperion one, and now Nighthawk is getting his own solo series. I don't really know how well that's going to go, and it looks as though Thunderbolts is getting their own revitalised series in our all different universe. That looks a bit. It looks a lot kind of 90s in the way it looks, and it's, I don't know. I might have to have a look at that one in the comic book store and see whether I want to give it a try. I've never had a Thunderbolts book before, so maybe someone can fill me in on how past series have done. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you subscribe to my channel over the next week until next Wednesday, I will shout you out in next Wednesday's video. And if you have a regular video uploads, I'll even put a link to your channel in the description bar below. And we can all come and have a look and see what you're putting out there and join the big gang we've got going on here on YouTube. Thank you all for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you got. Yes, I know Black Panther was out this week. Yes, I know Empress was out this week. I didn't pick up either of them, but maybe you did, and you can tell me what the deal is. Until next week, or till I next see you, bye-bye.